It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
Hi, I'm Jaden. I posted a video earlier and I said suspect's mom made her live with the dead body for like 3 to 4 years. I posted that. That body was not just a body. It was my grandma. This is her. This is my mom's biological mother, my biological grandmother. This is my mom. This is me, my mom again. And as the story goes on, you're gonna see why I only have pictures with her from when I was little. So, basically, I really don't know where to start. I haven't really talked about this, like, actually giving my, like, full story to anyone, so this is kind of really the first time that I'm really, like, coming out with everything. And I just want to say before I get started, I'm still a human. My grandma was still a human being. She's resting now. I'm okay now. My mom is in jail. So basically this started when I was about 11 or 12. I think I was 11, just turned 12 maybe. I know I was in the it was 7th going to 8th grade. So my grandma, she used to be like a pretty healthy person, but I guess strokes like run in like her side of the family or something, because my uncle ended up having one too. Well, he had one before my grandma actually. So my grandma had like a little stroke. I don't know like the categories of strokes or anything like that. So as time like went on, it started getting worse and like worse. Like she stopped working, stuff like that. One day, I guess she was trying to get like on her bed, and she had a stool by her bed, a wooden stool. It was like a big ass stool, I'm not gonna lie. It was by her bed. I guess she was trying to get on, or she was getting off, and she fell. I don't remember which one, because we were just coming home, and like it was like a whole thing. So I guess she falls. We come into the house, and she's like calling me. She's like, Jaden, like come help me. So I tell my mom, I'm like, let's go help her. My mom tells me no. My mom tells me to close the door. So me being a kid, I kind of had to do what my mom told me to do. I had to close the door. Me and my mom would go get food, and I would purposely not eat like a lot so I could like sneak my grandma food in there. And so my mom found out. She told me to stop, so I had to stop. And like for like the next few days, I heard like really loud crying. Like I heard her crying. She was crying a lot. I couldn't do anything. And then one day, it just stops. I never heard it again. That cry was the last thing I ever heard from my grandma. A lot of things happened like during those few years, but I'm really just trying to like sum it up so I could post this on here, because I am gonna make a longer video. So weeks go by, my mom acts like it's normal. Months goes by, it's still normal. Years go by, it's normal. Mind you, like while all this is like transpiring, I'm still living a normal life. Like nobody knows what is going on. Like nobody. Only me and my mom knew, which I still to this day don't understand. I've even asked my mom after why she did what she did, and she can't tell me. So the years pass. I'm really getting fed up like with it, because mind you, like my house is terrible. I don't know if it was my grandma, but she knew that like I had to get out for us. So like the floors were breaking, the water stopped. The only light that worked in the house was the light in my room, which wasn't even my room, it was my mom's room. And like it was a whole thing. I'll get into detail on another video. But mind you, the house wasn't in good conditions. I don't know if y'all have seen that like show Hoarders, but that is what mine looked like. My mom let it get that bad. We didn't have water. She would force me to use the bathroom in the tub. And I'm thinking this is all normal. Like I'm a kid, I'm like, oh, like this is normal. Like, so what I did was I had an AC unit in my window. I cut the AC unit and I kicked it out. And I left. I ran, and I went to my best friend's dad at the time. I told him what happened. He let me cry. Like, he asked me what I wanted to do. He said he had like a sheriff friend, so he was gonna ask the friend what we should do. So he asked the friend, and the friend said, since it's such a live situation, like, you're gonna have to report it, or else I'm gonna have to report, like, the cop's gonna have to report it. So we reported it. A cop came. They asked me questions. Then I guess they went to the house after that. My mom was barely getting home. They told her she couldn't go there no more. They needed to do a welfare check on my grandma. And I guess when they went in there, they seen what I was talking about. I forgot to add this in. When they went into the house, since my grandmother was there for so long, it wasn't a body anymore. It was skeletal remains. So the next day, I'm taken to an advocacy center. They interview me. They're asking me questions over and over, and I'm giving the same answers. Like, my story doesn't change. So then I'm taken to the police department in my city, and I'm given to my dad. And one thing I'll never forget is on that drive home, I'll Be Missing You started playing. And I always used to listen to that song from my grandma, so I know she was telling me she was okay. They ended up fine. They couldn't charge my mom for like murder because she didn't actually like do any, which is kind of, I don't know, it's weird because she didn't do anything to hurt her, but she like left her there. So she got charged with I think neglect to an elderly, or abuse to an elderly, and abuse to a child under 15. And she had a whole bunch of other charges, but I still don't really know like what they are because I've never really looked, because it's not going to change anything, like how I feel, what I went through, or anything like that. But she is in jail. She's doing 33 years. She has tried to like contact me. She's had her friends try to contact me like from jail, and I give her the basics. I'm okay, I'm doing good, I'm grown. But I don't visit her, I don't call her. I've really only sent like 2 paragraphs in total to her, I think. And I asked her, why would you do this? Why? Because we were all close. Like, when I get into the other video and like explain everything into detail, like, it just doesn't make sense to me. It still doesn't make sense to me. It still hurts me too. Like, I don't know. It's just weird. Let me add this too. This happened in Seguin, Texas. I now live in Louisiana. I completely left the state. I left everything. Like, I'm good now. But that's really all I'm gonna like get into right now, because I am gonna make another video, like I have said like 50 million times in here. But yeah, and I don't know like how people are just like finding out about this, because I do talk about it a lot. I have really dark humor because I really went through some shit, so I like to make jokes out of my humor. I don't make jokes out of like what happened in a way, but I do, like, I cope with it, you know? Like, it happened when I was like 12 to 16. I'm 21 now. I'm okay. My grandma's resting. I know she's okay. She's with the rest of the family. I just gotta keep living for her. So yeah, that's my story. If y'all could keep the comments nice, because like it kind of took a lot for me to like talk about this, because I haven't really said anything really. But yeah, if y'all could keep it nice, I'd really appreciate it. Yeah, I hope if you're going through something, please don't be afraid to speak up. Shit, you could text me, call me, I'll get you some help. I don't care who's hurting you, I will help you. It does get better. There is light on the other side. Yeah, I don't really know what much to say because I'm gonna start crying, but yeah. I'm gonna add this too. We did end up having like a vigil for her. We did have a funeral. We did celebrate her, so she got the proper like send off.
What it do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ. Today we back with another lit video. We back in the confessional, and yes, we staying lit, big dog, man. Shout out to my everyday people who rock with me every day. Shout out to my player partner, Lucky Wills and Deals. He keeps it lit. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Make sure y'all hit the links down below. We got HiveMindLabs.com where you can unbig that back. Okay. Make sure y'all check out Opulence Scents, man. Get you a candle. Give somebody a candle for Christmas. Let's get into it, man. Woman who let mother die decomposed gets 30 years. This is the Seguin Gazette out of Seguin, Texas. The woman accused of leaving her mother on the floor to die and forcing her own daughter to live with a decomposing body for 3 years pleaded guilty on Tuesday and was sentenced to 30 years in prison. Delisa Creighton entered into a plea agreement in which she admitted to leaving her 71-year-old mother, Jacqueline Creighton, on the bedroom floor and letting her die. According to court documents, Creighton pleaded guilty to injury to a child with intention, serious mental deficiency, impairment, or injury to an elderly individual with intentional serious bodily injury, and injury elderly with intentional serious mental deficiency, impairment, or injury. Woo-wee. Judge stated this is one of the most horrific, that's the attorney. This is one of the most horrific circumstances I've ever seen. We see intentional acts all the time where people act in an evil way, sometimes against strangers, sometimes against friends, but never seen a situation where a woman let her mother suffer and die. On July 7, 2019, police discovered Jacqueline Creighton's skeletal remains inside her home in 1900 block of Anderson Street while investigating a claim of child abuse. Officers said Jacqueline Creighton fell in her bedroom onto the floor, suffering from a non-life-threatening injuries. According to the indictment grand jury handed up on September 2019, Delisa Creighton left her mother on the floor, closed the bedroom door, refused to call for help, and prevented her daughter, then under the age of 15, from helping the 71-year-old. When police entered the two-bedroom home, they found the remains lying on the floor in one of the rooms behind an unblocked, closed door. Delisa Creighton didn't have an obligation to take care of her mother, as her mother laying there dying. That's why we couldn't charge her with murder, but we did charge her with crimes that dealt with that behavior. Making the crimes even more egregious is that Delisa Creighton forced her own daughter to live in that same house while her 71-year-old grandmother died and her body decomposed. That's just crazy. Someone else says there was very little more that we could do to Miss Creighton because we couldn't prove that she actually caused the death to her mother. But we felt that sending her to prison for this length of time would at least send a message that you can't turn your back on loved ones when they are in times of peril. And you certainly cannot subject your children to that type of trauma. Wow. So, I think, okay, she was under the age of 15. I'm not sure what age she was at the time. This happened in 2019. So, it's now 2024. She stayed in the house for 3 to 4 years in that range. So, she could have been anywhere from 13 to 17. Well, let's just say she was 12. 10, maybe 10. Maybe 10 years old. She could have been as little as... No, she couldn't be 10 because of her age now. She says she's over 18. So, and that was just 5 years ago, almost 6 years ago. So, She could have been in the ages of 13 or whatever, but she knew what was happening. And kids don't know. They just know not to say nothing. But I think this girl became wise enough to be like, this isn't right. We had a whole body decompose in our house. It was probably sending that mom through so much trauma is the reason why the house probably just went. The mom was obviously going through some things. I mean, she was going through a lot of things. To let a body decompose in your house says more than just, I mean, it's evil. There's some mental issues there. She was traumatizing her daughter. She was punishing her daughter for something. She was punishing her mom. I hope that we can, pray for, what's this woman's name? Texas Made J. Texas Made J. We're going to pray for Texas Made J. Because her mama put her through a lot of stuff, and I hope that she's able to heal and maybe one day forgive her mom and move on from life, because of course this is a very traumatic scene, but I don't want her to hold that hurt that her mom put her through, because I know it's probably a lot of traumatizing that happened within those 3 years, that where she felt like she had to sneak through the window and she couldn't just walk out the front door or tell anyone from school, or for some reason she felt that she had to go that way. Something happened and she felt that she was like, this is over with. I don't want to do this anymore. So hopefully she gets some healing and some forgiveness in her heart and don't live with that pain and trauma, so she don't put that on to somebody else. Because that's kind of what happens with pain and trauma. If you don't get healing from it, it shows outwardly to others. Okay? Which is why I was watching Joel Osteen this morning. And yesterday, see, the devil be working, people. The devil be working. And, there's a lot of people got a lot of stuff to say, lies being told. People hate. They going to continue to hate. And they never going to make it anywhere because they still living with their own past traumas. They mad at somebody else. They mad at their life. And the fact of the matter is, I can't heal you. And what you get out of my channel, or us even having even any kind of conversations, I can't heal you. I can't help you. But it's funny how you actually look out for somebody to do the best for somebody, and then they still turn around and try to kick you while you're down. Well, I ain't down, but you tried to kick me. So, again, I hope you get some healing too. And, at the end of the day, I forgive you, but I'm good over here. And to all you other suckers, you'll never be as good as me. So y'all can keep hating, keep talking, keep wishing and hoping and wishing and hoping and praying that you'll ever have an 80K subscriber giveaway, man. Everyday people, man, make sure y'all join the 80K subscriber giveaway, man. We're giving away a free pair of shoes from the Sneakers app. I got some lady, she's mad because she said my wig jokes are too sensitive to people who don't wear wigs. So I don't know. She kind of messing it up for y'all. I don't know if I want to give away the wig no more, because she said everybody don't wear wigs. Okay, everybody don't wear wigs. Okay, I want to offend people who don't wear wigs. So back to the shoe giveaway. But if you still want a wig, it's up to you. But I don't know. I just don't want to offend nobody. For I want y'all to get some healing too. If you don't wear a wig, or if you want to wear a wig, whatever the case may be, for whatever you wear a wig for, beauty. If you want to wear it because you have where your hair falls out. I forgot what that that ailment is called. But if you wear a wig for any reason, I hope that you are healed and you live prosperous, and that you are fine with your beauty inwardly and outwardly. And understand that Everyday PJ is here for you. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to holler at you later.
Day and night. For some women, it can start working in as fast as 1 week.